Settled long before the Great Crusade united the stars, the night worlds of the Imperium bear stolid tradition and blue-blooded dynasty as their hallmarks. Some remain bound to their original heraldic origins, whilst others have been subsumed into the Adeptus Mechanicus. In a time of great hope and astounding achievements, the first settlers of the galaxy's habitable worlds overcame impossible odds and the ravages of hostile worldscapes to hew an empire from the stars. Without the judicious use of the technological marvels known as standard template constructs, perhaps these feats of dynamic expansion would never have happened. But so potent an asset were these supremely adaptable blueprints for technology that even the most primitive worlds soon saw their fortunes turned around by key industrial developments. Those planets lucky enough to possess the standard template construct for the giant bipedal walkers known as Imperial Knights soon resounded to the war horns and thunderous tread of gigantic war machines. Their industrial chainsawed limbs could cut down monstrous native beasts just as easily as the giant trees that fed their masters' furnaces. Upon many worlds populated by mankind, the reliance on the miracles of technology became more of a curse than a blessing. Unbridled advances in the fields of artificial intelligence saw entire civilizations laid low by their own creations, whilst the dabblings of incautious minds saw swathes of humanity consumed by demonic invasion. At this time, many of the worlds of the present-day Imperium were cut off from one another. Amongst those worlds that doggedly held out against a hostile galaxy were the Night Worlds. When the Great Crusade saw the Emperor unite his lost worlds with the greater body of the Imperium, those planets were brought back into the fold, and their war machines with them. Though they had regressed to a feudal state, ruling through monarchy and revering their great machines as trusted allies more than mere tools, their sheer might was undeniable. The Adeptus Mechanicus took a special interest, seeing the Omnissiah's glory embodied in the towering Imperial Knights, or so they claimed. Many Night Worlds have since had close ties with the priesthood of Mars. In exchange for the rich technological knowledge of the Cult Mechanicus, these worlds lent their indomitable might to the tech priest's cause in times of war. The dynasties of Imperial Knights have long and illustrious histories that stretch back for more than 100 centuries. Their lineages are proud indeed, and even their lesser organizations are given to nepotism and hereditary titles. Their personal apparel and the armor plates of their gigantic war machines are emblazoned with much of the same livery. The masters of the ruling classes, known as nobles, are of such high status that they are not only permitted to use the throne mechanicum and hence bond with their imperial knights on a spiritual level, but also to pass such privilege on to their nearest relatives. The lesser order of imperial knights, the fast-striding armigers amongst them, are often piloted by the distant relatives or faithful retainers of the nobles seated within the larger knights that lead them to war. There is a deep-running loyalty between each host of titanic walkers, a bond of love and duty that even disaster cannot diminish.